Welcome everyone to the Sunday practice.
To all who are here in person and who are joining on the live streaming, I offer you the immeasurable compassion and the bodhicitta from Buddha's begging bowl, which accumulated by 3 times of Buddhas in 3 countless eons.
Before we begin today's practice, we have the tradition of reporting on the deaths of those who have died in the major conflicts in the world, so we can keep them in our minds and hearts during our practice. In the Israeli and Palestinian conflict, 47,709 Palestinians have died, and 1,851 Israelis and foreigners have died. In the Ukrainian and Russian conflict, 885,130 Russians have died, and 470,000 Ukrainians have been killed and are missing. There have been 7,090,776 COVID deaths. And today we are also keeping in our prayers Amy Fry Miller, who served at the Garchen Institute for 8 years. She sadly passed away on February 26th. And we're also keeping in our prayers Dr. Robert Stommel, who was one of Garchen Rinpoche's doctors, who recently passed away, along with all of the other students and loved ones that have sent in their names for dedication for our Jangchok for the deceased practice. So we will begin today's practice with the Yellow Prayer Book, opening prayers on page 1.
Da la da wa je be da no ba je be ge dar ba dan dan jen jen be bardo jo ba je ba dan je je zo je be ma nang ga dan yan be zen je dan je de wa dan de dong er dan dar Nyar da la na me bar yan da bar zo be jan jo rambo je do bar ja.
All Mother sentient beings, limitless as space, especially those enemies who hate me, obstructors who harm me, and those who create obstacles on my path to liberation and omniscience. May they experience happiness, be free from suffering, and swiftly may they attain precious, unsurpassed, perfectly complete enlightenment. All Mother sentient beings, limitless as space, especially those enemies who hate me, obstructors who harm me, and those who create obstacles on my path to liberation and omniscience. May they experience happiness, be free from suffering, and swiftly may they attain precious, unsurpassed, perfectly complete enlightenment.
De je da zama je bardo le ngaye zange waloi gor ma je bardo le ngaye zange waloi gor de rena zonde nye ma zonda zanje bardo le ngaye zange waloi gor.
For that purpose, until I attain Buddhahood, I will apply my body, speech, and mind to virtue. Until death, I will apply my body, speech, and mind to virtue. From today until this time tomorrow, I will apply my body, speech, and mind to virtue.
Jangchok Khenpo Tenzin Bar Sanje Nalo Jazanje Chedan Jangchok Zambala Zola Dejen Jazanje Chedan Wenje Deje Jangchok Done Jibadang Jangchok Zambala Balai Dedai Yene Badai Dejen Rola Bandon Dai Jangchok Zene Jejen Dejen Dana La Balang Rambai Jenda La Barje.
I take refuge in the Buddhas until attaining the essence of awakening. Likewise, I take refuge in the Dharma and in the assembly of the Bodhisattvas. Just as the Buddhas of the past gave rise to bodhicitta and progressed along the Bodhisattva's path, so shall I give rise to bodhicitta for the benefit of all beings and practice the stages of the Bodhisattva's path. I take refuge in the Buddhas until attaining the essence of awakening. Likewise, I take refuge in the Dharma and in the assembly of the Bodhisattvas. Just as the Buddhas of the past gave rise to bodhicitta and progressed along the Bodhisattva's path, so shall I give rise to bodhicitta for the benefit of all beings and practice the stages of the Bodhisattva's path.
Zanje Chedan Zo Jangchok Nalo Jangchok Bardo Dane Jazanje Nage Jinzo Jebe Zonanje Rola Benja Zanje Bayo.
Until awakening, I take refuge in the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Supreme Assembly. By the merit of generosity and the other perfections, may I attain Buddhahood for the benefit of all beings. Until awakening, I take refuge in the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Supreme Assembly. By the merit of generosity and the other perfections, may I attain Buddhahood for the benefit of all beings.
Mananga Nyambe Zenje Danje Dewa Dan Deve Jadan Dembar Janje Donga Dan Donga Jadan Rawa Janje Donga Mebe Dewa Dan Men Rawa Janje Nyeren Jada Nyedan Rave Danya Laine Marjurje.
May all mothers, sentient beings, limitless as space, have happiness and the causes of happiness. May they be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. May they not be separated from the happiness that is free from sorrow. May they rest in equanimity, free from attachment and aversion. May all mothers, sentient beings, limitless as space, have happiness and the causes of happiness. May they be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. May they not be separated from the happiness that is free from sorrow. May they rest in equanimity, free from attachment and aversion.
Tata ni nobana devata deva jata devar churche doganda jata trawar churche tatsavan de togdere sanje ke samte de deva jata kare samte da ko ja kheba teri tusu de saje de samte ke da ko ja zuwa ke da ko ja ke yore nga so le pe sha ma bo da ko ja ke yore Pesciate da kan come da bande de samti uno samti de rami che ma te de chita de samti le joyore samti semno ro cha는 거래 그리 셈디 차그럼 자서 보면 samti 비는 단지 그 셈디 차그럼 자 그리 노아로 가서 간 참는 거 때는 내가 직접 보서 samti 되게 가서 소식이요 뭐 손남지 봐도 내가도 내가 저 samti 직부터다 다고 자기 오늘 사니게 They go to Tom, so they double Zuba, double Jan, something, same Torah, your money, same Torah, your money, the city double Jan, she your money, Sanjay, they get Gene, the Sanjay, something the Dutch boy, they double Jabba tap, Torah Mandora tap, they did in paper tap, they Sanjay, you want to.
So here we says that cause happiness and cause and happiness. So what is that? The cause of happiness is loving kindness and compassion. So 3 times of Buddhas, they always possess the cause of happiness, which is loving kindness and compassion. 3 times of Buddhas, they possess these by their tolerance or forbearance. But we actually cannot possess the loving kindness and compassion. Instead of that, we possess the money. Actually, money is impermanent and compounded impermanent. So it will not stay longer. So if we have, we possess loving kindness and compassion, and then mind becomes peace and relax, and then our mind will not become like ice. But we possess self-grasping, and then our mind becomes like ice. So actually, the only the single cause of happiness is loving kindness and compassion and our merit. So we are going to possess that, but we cannot see that loving kindness and compassion is crucial one which we are going to possess by forbearance. So all the Buddhas possess this by their forbearance, and then they never waste their loving kindness and compassion. So that's where then this loving kindness and compassion, Buddhas mention the qualities or benefit of this loving kindness and compassion, and they flourish everywhere, this loving kindness and compassion.
Next, we'll do the Arya Tara Sadhana. It's called the Purified Drop of Immortality, and we'll begin on page 1.
Namo Sanje Jezo Gung Jon De Mar Nando Jan Je Jan Jo Zen Je Do Namo Sanje Jezo Gung Jon De Mar Nando Jan Je Jan Jo Zen Je Do.
Namo, in the Mother Victress, the embodiment of all the Buddhas, Dharma, and Sangha, I and all beings take refuge and give rise to bodhicitta, the mind of enlightenment.
Sarva Dharma Soba Vajeda Vajena Da Dharma Da Yanden Jojan Ejen Jon Jon Bormo Do Zambala Bende Jabare Badangenza. Zongo jo me jo bazra raja raja. John den de ma ja zi jian zhang ju gu bi jian zi ji na zan ju bar de ya ge wa ye ra ro dong go da yu ge ge jian ju jian bar ngo so ye ran de ro gun de de ye dong a gun ra re me da nyo yu dong bang a le ne yo o me je bo da jian gu zhen de ren jian jie jian ba ba no ge zhen wen zi te we ren jian zhi zang be de wo dang ye wen zhi dong ye jie yong jiu ran ye ye xiang guo lo ga san zi jia yan jiu jie yong be be gan zi xiao zuan jie zhong zhen be wang an ba ren jian jian jie da jie jian e jie an jie wo ba ne zong a wang do we dang ye ga le wen zhe be o me ne ne guang zhang wang la jie jie na nie me wang ge jie dai Sama ya ye ya wo ba za gam ba dam ba bam de bam alo gam ga ne ve de sha da ba de za sha je be mo la de de bom ba ga le zhong ze ma zhe ma yo la yang de me do wen go lo gar ne wa dan da ye yong e bar rang an zhe zhe men dan zeng an dar zhe jie ye gar ne ne zhe jie gar wo jiang guan de de yo zhe ne do ne dan zhe wan ren zhen jiu do jiu Gor le jara me je zon la ya zar je ye ya che ma ye da ye go le wa ze gar ze man den jiang jian ga zhong zhe le ga shen zhe gor bar za bar za de ga jie we jie le jie ze bar do jie jo wan ba ze ma de jie ye zo wa wan ba ze ma de jie ye zo wa wan ba ze ma de jie ye zo wa wan ba ze ma de jie ye zo wa wan ba ze ma de jie ye zo wa wan ba ze so wa wan ba ze ma de jie ye zo wa wan ba ze zen ye zo wa wan ba ze zen ye zo wan ba ze zen ye zo wa wan ba ze zen ye zo wa Om Beza Zena Yezowa, Om Beza Zena Yezowa, Om Beza Zena Yezowa. Om Dare De Re Mama Yerjana Bye Burden Guru Zohai. Om Dare De Re Mama Yerjana Bye Burden Guru Zohai. Om Dare De Re Mama Yerjana Bye Burden Guru Zohai. Om Dare De Re Mama Yerjana Bye Burden Guru Zohai. Om Dare De Re Mama Yerjana Bye Burden Guru Zohai. Om Dare De Re Mama Yerjana Bye Burden Guru Zohai. Om Dare De Re Mama Yerjana Bye Burden Guru Zohai. Om Dare De Re Mama Yerjana Bye Burden Guru Zohai. Om Dare De Re Mama Yerjana Bye Burden Guru Zohai. Om Dare De Re Mama Yerjana Bye Burden Guru Zohai. Om Dare De Re Mama Yerjana Bye Burden Guru Zohai. Om Dare De Re Mama Yerjana Burden Guru Zohai. Om Dare De Re Mama Yerjana Bye Burden Guru Zohai. Dans le renjeno de dormane, de yang de jon de marmor, par de la mege de jar de jenda rogo zembe. Nana dove dam barete, John de manzen beze jembar, jarje jenda, Chayen Jojen Da Yombe Bardo Ren Jen Jen Yewo Ba Ne Song Wo Towe Dan Le Wen Zhe O Me Ne Gong Zha Jian Zha Nye Me Den Ba Ma jar was me je de do jian zhe na zai jian do jie gong lai ye wo ya da ren ba zi sama yan za di zha le na za wa de go no cho ya ya ze me do be mar me zhe ja ya ze ro do yo na ma ja ze da na me ban jo ge zang ge jo de jian zo ban zo jo wa ya da re za ba re ba mar gam ba dam bo bam de bam a lo gam ga de ne ve de sha da ba de zo zo sha da nga de ra ze so bar je ra na ma nga la ben za o ra le ye le de ngo yo je la ne do ze me je na na je no be za na ma za nge bo ge na le lang de John de ma ba ra na man ra man za mang la wo so ye be je jo ye me do ram je ra le je nye de jian bon de san je je na me de per wa ye ro ga nan da xuan de jo wa jo.
Page 15. Exalted Mother Tara and all the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas abiding in the 10 directions and 3 times, I prostrate to you with complete sincerity. I offer real and imagined flowers, incense, oil, lamps, fragrance, food, music, and the like, gathering of the Exalted Mother, please accept them. I confess the 10 non-virtues, the 5 grave acts with immediate result, and every misdeed of the mind controlled by afflictions from beginningless time until now. I rejoice in the merit of all virtues accumulated in the 3 times by the hearers, solitary realizers, bodhisattvas, ordinary beings, and the like. Please turn the wheel of the Dharma of the greater, lesser, and common vehicles according to the dispositions and mental capacities of sentient beings. Until samsara is empty, please do not enter nirvana, but gaze with compassion upon sentient beings drowning in an ocean of pain. May all the merit I have amassed become the cause of awakening, and may I soon become a glorious guide of transient beings.
Vajado Sarva Dharma Soba Vajado Jana Dharma De Paman Bala Banjur Jinze
Homage to the 21 Taras. Om, I prostrate to the noble transcendent liberator. Homage, Tara, swift heroic, eyes like lightning instantaneous, sprung from opening stamens of the Lord of three worlds, dear-born lotus. Homage, she whose face combines 100 autumn moons at fullest, blazing with light rays resplendent as 1,000 star collection. Homage, golden blue on lotus, water-born and hand-adorned, giving effort, calm austerities, patience, meditation, her sphere. Homage, crown of Tathagatas, actions triumph without limit, relied on by conquerors' children, having reached every perfection. Homage, filling with tutare, whom desire direction and space, trampling with her feet the seven worlds, able to draw forth all beings. Homage, worship by the all lords, Chakra, Agni, Brahma, Maru, honored by the hosts of spirits, corpse raisers, Gandharvas, Yakshas. Homage with her triumphant sounds, destroying foes' magic diagrams, her feet pressing left out right and blazing in a raging fire blaze. Homage to a very dreadful destroyer of Mara's champions, she with frowning lotus visage, who is slayer of all enemies. Homage at the heart, her fingers adorn her with three jewel mudra, light ray masses all excited, all directions wheels adorn her. Homage, she so joyous, radiant, crown emitting garland of light, mirthful laughing with tutare, subjugating Mara's devas. Homage, she able to summon all her guardians assembly, shaking, frowning with her home sign, saving from every misfortune. Homage, crown adorned with crescent, moon all ornaments most shining, Amitaba in her hair knot, sending out much light eternal. Homage, she mid-wreath ablaze like eon-ending fire abiding, right stretched, left bent joy surrounds you, troops of enemies destroying. Homage, she who strikes the ground with her palm and with her foot beats it, scowling with the letter home, the seven levels she does conquer. Homage, happy, virtuous, peaceful, she whose field is peace nirvana, she endowed with omens swoll, destroyer of the great evil. Homage, she with joy surrounded, tearing foes' bodies asunder, freeze with home and knowledge mantras, arrangement of the 10 letters. Homage, Chure with seed letter, of the shape of syllable home, by foot stamping shakes the three worlds, Meru, Mandara, and Vidya. Homage, holding in her hand the hair-marked moon of Deva lake form, with twice spoken Tara and Pe, totally dispelling poison. Homage, she whom gods and their kings and the Kinnaras do honor, armored in all joyful splendor, she dispels bad dreams and conflicts. Homage, she whose two eyes bright with radiance of sun and full moon, with twice Hara and Tutare, she dispels severe contagion. Homage, full of liberating power by the set of three natures, destroys hosts of spirits, yakshas, and raised corpses supreme Ture. These praises with the root mantras and prostrations of SAR 21.
Jarva Gunja Jenga Doje Jarva Yanja Malu Jarva Ndele Gundra Ma Yarma Bamo Yanja Madan Zonan Joda Nanja Reje Madan Jeje Ma Jinja Mada Yanla Jardan Zenda Naja Dorma Yeda Zonja Norderma Traje Donja Dabonja Ma Dronya Jenze Ravya Madan Barwe Vajema Ba me no ma ma ja je ma me ma ja ma re de ma da o ze je ma de ro go ze ben zo le ro je jan ja don de da jan je la re wo je ze ma.
Benefits of the 21 Tara praises. To one who has true devotion to the goddess, a wise person who recites this prayer with faith, who remembers her in the evening and upon arising at dawn, absolute fearlessness will be bestowed. All misdeeds will be pacified and all lower realms utterly conquered, and one will be empowered quickly by 70 million Buddhas. Attaining greatness by this practice, one will arrive at the ultimate state of Buddhahood. By remembering her, even the virulent poison of plants or meat that have been eaten or drunk will be utterly expelled. This prayer completely eliminates the torment of afflictions, of negative forces, epidemics, and poisons, even when recited on behalf of others. On reciting it clearly twice, thrice, or 7 times, those who want children will have a child, and those who desire wealth will attain it. All of one's wishes will be fulfilled, all obstacles will cease, and every hindrance will be destroyed.
Menden yede zon jun ye ro gon je ro jo ye zan je yo.
While you recite the Tara mantra, prepare your burning away afflictions text. That will be following the blue writing for the deceased, beginning on page 2.
Dare de so Bambaran Jong Ya Ye Ganda Lana Dam Ben Zola Zagar Yarwada Labar Zawar
The vase is a self-born vast palace inside which appear the deities, supremely clear, like planets and stars reflected in a limpid lake. Light streams forth from its life force, seed, and mantra, winds around the mantra thread, and dissolves into the vase deities' hearts. From their bodies flows pristine nectar, merging indivisibly with the waters of the vase.
Amirda Gundale Nana Wombe za Amirda Gundale Nana Wombe za Amir
Hana Hana Wompe Om Vaja Amrita Kundali Hana Hana Wompe
Om Beza Amirda Gundale Nana Wombe Beza Amirda Gundale Nana Wombe Lana Ye Derza Yo Benja Daro Jedo.
The deities melt into wisdom nectar, merging inseparably into one with the vase water. I pray to you, precious Guru, kind Lord of Dharma, I call you with longing. Unfortunate ones have no hope but you. Grant your blessings that our minds merge indivisibly.
Sarva Dharma Soba Vajudo Dombe Ngale Meye Dambe Tele Jem Yonze Jirvale Tsele Neba Yejao Yonze Bazumbe De Dar Zawa Gonjo San Jengarja La La Yazan Rojem Barjo.
From the state of emptiness appears your initial adorned with a bindu. It transforms into you, referred to as the one past, appearing with the complete aggregates, elements, and sense sources just as when alive, taking refuge in the three jewels and the deities of the mandala.
Jeden Garche Jan Urvene Na Deva Me Chebange So Sun Jene Zebe Dong Same Joy Deve Reje Banyan Je Urvene Lama Jaje Maran Lo Ban Rinpa Ye Lo De Ze La Ma Nyen Ba Ye Dan Den Be Zen Je Ne Den Ge Nen Jo Dan Ban De La Dan Lo Mo Jing A Ro Ge Je Ye Je De Jo Je.
Page 5. Oh, listen, child of noble family now past. The life you cared for has now come to its end. You have gone to a place beyond the 5 aggregates, a city of illusion. Wherever you are born in the 6 realms, all samsaric states lack happiness. Especially in the 3 miserable states of existence, the suffering is inconceivable. Therefore, listen, child of noble family, do not attach to this samsaric world. Resist the tempting calls of evil forces that will lead you astray. With mind directed on the Yidam single-pointedly to this supreme place and the holy presence of the Master and Deity, come instantly.
Namo Zaza Ranjan Den Badang Langa Den Zen Jia Jen Du Zen Den Nan Xue Gar Ne Jia Me Be Den De Jie Jia Jia Nan Be Za Ang Ge Yan Zai Namo Zaza Ranjan Den Badang Langa Den Zen Jia Jen Du Zen Den Nan Xue Gar Ne Jia Me Be Den De Jie Jia Jia Nan Be Za Ang Ge Yan Zai.
Namo, by the power of the truth of the infinite host of the 3 roots and the power of the deities mantra, mudra, and samadhi, wherever your consciousness abides, child past you are called to this support.
Nambe za ang yan za za ho ba ho.
Page 10.
Ra yang ga Sarvan be gan balan kai Sarvan be gan balan da kai Sarvan be gan balan da kai Nyan zhe be dong gen yong bo gan Dorman de la ra ra ne ze de Nian me ye ye lang a jue ge ngan Zan ye jian ge ran ye len ye ru.
Home, all you dualistic and confused appearances, you spirits, obstructors, and elementals, take this torma and go to your abodes within the Dharmakaya state where primordial awareness, the deity, and mantra are non-dual. The mandala of boundaries is formed spontaneously and naturally.
Hong Hong Beza Raja Raja. Le jene ro do re do sa won ro ge de da nie ye dan zar wa ye ja su re nga ya yon jo
Inscribed on the 6 places of your body, passed on child, are the 6 seeds of the 6 classes. Arising as the Yidam, my fingers are the Buddhas of the 5 families and their consorts.
Bezar benda mon de non je jon zane ye je wo zan zhou hua ye rei zhou sa wan se bar jiu.
Light rays of primordial wisdom stream from their points of union, burning away the seeds of the 6 classes.
Sarva Tata Ngada Ade Jana Ade Jede Sawa Bamba Avaran Bamengara Zowa Wandare Dare Dare Zowa Wandaha Nazawa Naraganga Deda Wambe Wandare Dare Dare Zowa Wam Baza Baza Sarva Bedanganga Deda Wambe Wandare Dare Dare Zowa Mada Mada Sarva Treya Ganga Deda Wambe Wandare Dare Zowa Zenda Zenda Sarva Nanga Deda Wambe Wandare Dare Zowa Deda Sarva Asaranga Deda Wambe Wandare Dare Zowa Wambe Sarva Saraganga Deda Wambe. Jada Damba Zanjene La Nanjene Jazarda La Yejene Daba Ye Dejenda Gegedesor.
Instantly at Buddha's birth, the gods offer him ablution. Just so will I bathe your body with the pure waters of the gods.
Sarva Dada Ngada Bejegad Samaya Jiraya Hong Yarva Gazon Don Jola Yaman Jema Mengaya Dazo Gozan Jejan She Zame Jaje Gedeso.
Even though the Buddha's sublime body, speech, and mind are unstained by the afflictions, to purify the 3 doors, veils of self and others, I make this bathing offering with the purest water.
Sarva Dada Ngada Bejegad Samaya Jiraya Wendeda Galan Zomba Mebega Zala Jera Gebega.
I dry their bodies with exquisite cloth, pure and sweetly fragrant.
Sarva Dada Ngada Gayam Beshodana Sova Hong Jaye Bambe Yayena Nanda Jarve Lazo Yo Jene Jeno Rayen De Nyando Jema Nambar Yan.
Home, The host of victorious deities abides within the vast palace of this blessed vase. Nature of the six perfections, its water cleanses the stains of the six afflictions.
Tenzin ten zhe jiao, ye zhe zhe de jian ge nan xie bei mo, de zhe bei me de ga bo zhe me dar, da ba ma zhe ga ya me, cen de le ye san jie, ba jia zhe ba da zhe jie.
Home. Ablution water endowed with samadhi and mantra, a vast ocean of good qualities. Bathe your lotus mind in the moon mandala reflected in the water of primordial wisdom. Thus purified, may you, child past, become pristine like a white pearl with no stain left to cleanse. All habits and obscurations of your body, speech, and mind become pure.
Arya Tara Samaya Manabalaya Arya Tara Denoba Dejandra Membawa Sodagayo Membawa Zubajayo Membawa Anurado Membawa Sarvazade Membrayaza Sarva Karmas Zame Sedajaya Guru Ha Ho Bangavade Arya Tara Mamemenza Arya Tara Bab Mahazamaya Zado Sarva Dada Gada Begegan Samaya Yereya Hong Nyemo Delen Zendelen Nyema Goyon Dele Yen Nyenze Da De Dele Boy Gonjo Zenje Dele Yo.
May there be auspiciousness by day, auspiciousness at night, and auspiciousness at midday too, auspiciousness forever, day and night. Through the three jewels, may auspiciousness prevail.
Lama la la de ba je ga da ge be de jo la jen ge zambon de la de je da le je nya ve gang don za me long da ver da se no ye da je de ga nya ye ye je ngang de do de mo de re Gane Jaya Ye Ye Wa Sarva Do Jame Ye Nere Ga Sa Sa Do Be Ye Ye Nye Cha Do La Me Ye Na Ne Jawa Je Be Ye She Za Ka Sa La Ye Ne Na Ne Do Za Ye Ye Ngang De Do Ma Da Re Ron Je Den Gang Do Ba Ye Ye Zhou Ge Ne Jian De Ze Nye Dong Ba Lai Da Da Ma Da Me Ya Me Dong Za Len Zhe Jian Gu De Re Ba Nian Bon Ju Ju Ju.
Page 19. Home. Listen, deceased child of noble family, have faith in the Guru and the deity, and come here with joy and respect to gaze upon this sublime mandala. The denizens of hell arise out of aggression. See them as a mirror, clear and empty. Avarice, the world of hungry ghosts, realize it as the state of sameness wisdom. Ignorance, the world of animals, is the luminosity of Dharmadhatu wisdom. Attachment, the domains of humans, is the self-nature of discriminating wisdom. Jealousy, the realms of demigods, is the creative energy of spontaneously accomplishing wisdom. Realize the three planes of the gods' abodes within the state of clear and empty wisdom. The impure 6 samsaric states are the abodes of the 6 pure wisdoms. Within the single empty nature of the mind itself, even the concepts of pure or impure do not exist. Enter the heart of awareness, the mandala of spontaneous empty clarity. Page 22. Embodiments of all the Buddhas, the very essence of Vajra holders and the root of the 3 jewels, homage to all gurus. Compassionate protectors, omniscient guides, ocean of merit and good qualities, homage to the Buddhas. To the pure cause that liberates from lower rebirth, virtuous action devoid of attachment, the supreme and singular ultimate truth, homage to the Dharma that is peace. Liberated yourself, you show the path to liberation, well-founded in the pure trainings, a sacred field of noble qualities, homage to the Sangha too. Homage to the unwavering Dharmakaya, the wisdom mind beyond expression, the great bliss Sambhogakaya, the 5 Buddhas and their families, and the Nirmanakaya of peace and wrath, the deities, the myriad expression of compassion, skillful means. With bodies as numerous as dust motes in all universes, I will always pay homage with great devotion to all those worthy of respect. You oceans of refuge, please liberate countless sentient beings and myself from the fear of evil states, and please guide us to the state of liberation. In an instant, you departed ones transform into the pure deity.
Nanda za zan la za yo, jane ye ye de zer yo, ngor wa do ne zho be je, zen de jo la wang ger be, le nga ye zan zhe da ne, ge zang do jie wang do yo.
Om. In this vase, this precious and vast palace, is the divine assembly of the three roots. Its water transforms to wisdom nectar. To empty samsara from its very depths, child now past, empowerment is given to you. May the obscurations of your body, speech, and mind be purified, and may you obtain empowerment of enlightened body, speech, and mind.
Arya Tara Zamaya Manabalaya Arya Tara Denoba Terandro Membawa Sodakayo Membawa Sobejayo Membawa Anarado Membawa Sarvazada Membraya Sarva Karmas Zame Sedan Jaya Guru Hong Ha Ho Bangavade Arya Tara Mamema Arya Tara Bava Ma Zamaya Sado Gaya Vakazida Sarva Begans Om Rayan Go Namazarwa Dada Gada Bai Yoma Yoma Gebe Sawadega Wangade Sawarena Emangangana Gansowa Namazarwa Dada Gada Bai Yoma Yoma Gebe Sawadega Wangade Sawarena Emangangana Gansowa Namazarwa Dada Gada Bai Yoma Yoma Gebe Sarvadega Wangade Zawaren Imangangana Ganzowa Hong Zende Lejere Jebe Jenyan Sandon Ye La Jabe Nyen Den Da Ma La Len Den Den Be Zho Na Da Yuan Den Zho Be Le Wang Gar Me Jian Ze Ve Sen Jia Luan Jia Na Zo Sa To Ye Da Dan Den Be Lo Bon Jia Luan Jia Der Jian Zhe Jian Nor Ze Da Ron Jia Jia Da Den Be Sa Wa Da Na Zo Zambala Ji Be Jia Wa Da Nyama Dong Wa Se Ve Dong Wa Ya Tenzin Nga Dan Jia Jie Jie La De Zen De Re Jie Pe La Nge Ba Ye O Zhe Gong Dong A Ma Le Gun Ye Ne Yun Jie Se Da Gong Dun Jie Wa Yo Do Yo Lun Jun De Dar Ba Mi Da So Zhan Re Jia La So Ze Ngu Sun Jia Jia Ye Jie Le Zhe Ne Ten Ze Nga Dan Jia Jie Jie La De Zhen De Re Jie Be La Nge Ba Ye Zo Zhe Xian Ba Ran Sa Zhu Ju Ye.
Page 28. Home. Listen, child of noble family who has passed and changed. We, your dear family, reach out for you with love. Friends with shared aspirations and karma have no chance to be together long. Yet with loving mind we have gathered various enjoyments, and the Master, who is endowed with compassionate means, has arranged enjoyments, great treasure troves of wealth, delicious food, rich in nutrition, satisfying tastes of various kinds, and drinks dispelling the pain of the afflictions. Consecrating them with mudras, mantras, and samadhi, these are dedicated to you, the deceased child of noble family. May they pacify all suffering of hunger and thirst without exception and turn into an inexhaustible supply of food and drink, having arranged myriad desirable offerings of form, sound, smell, taste, touch, and the like, actually prepared and mentally created, consecrated with mudras, mantra, and samadhi. I dedicate them to you, passed on child of noble family. May the clinging to the six sensations be freed in its natural place. Om Ahom. All beings of the 5 or 6 classes who take birth in 4 ways, the special guests of my compassion, and in particular the 2 classes of impoverished hungry ghosts, all those who have left behind their physical supports yesterday, this morning, or some years, months, days, or hours ago, who have not yet found their future bodies, who are without refuge or shelter, protection, or helping friends on their dreadful journey through the Bardo of becoming, who have no support of past collections and little virtue to call upon, whose aggregates combine 4 names, of which sensation is by nature suffering, who are tormented by confused perceptions and bewilderment and anguish by cold, hunger, and thirst, whose lifespan is uncertain, who are like a feather blown around by wind and who have no control over where to go. We dedicate these offerings especially to these Bardo beings, as well as all the other beings dwelling in the Bardo. May you be at ease, having met with perfect dwelling places, companions, enjoyments, food, and drink. In such a state, may you behold noble Avalokiteshvara and the Bodhisattva, eliminator of obscurations. May you recognize the Bardo as such and seal confused appearances. Remembering the Guru, the 3 jewels, the Yidam, and the view, may the obscurations of all misdeeds be instantly purified. Thus may you attain mastery of awareness and pass with sudden force to a special pure land such as Dewa Chen or Lotus Light.
Donga Sonja Ranja de Lama Ma Ba Jangchok de Zenjane Chanya Damba Temba Je Langa Ranja Me Ba De Jama Nave Nganda Do Zanya Boye Jale Pemaga Bejanda So Navanda Ye Nga Ye Me Ngomba Chanjo Yo Nanje Aye Nambane Oba Me Bedogarde.
Page 34. Home. Listen, passed on child of noble family, wherever in psychic existence you are born, its nature is suffering of 3 kinds. Unattached and without craving, give rise to the supreme mind of awakening, and remember the truth, the Dharmata. Within the illusory state, realize that the 5 paths are without self-nature. May your subtle mental body, the luminous essence, go to the field called Lotus Array and attain actual awakening indivisibly from the wisdom state of infinite illumination. The consciousness in the form of Ah dissolves into the heart of Amitabha.
John den de yan ye ba zha jiang ba yang lo ba zo ba zhe gong bo ba de men ba la jian za lo jiu de jia sun jie wu.
Bhagavan Tathagata Arhat, perfectly complete Buddha, protector Amitabha, I pay homage, make offerings, and take refuge. Bhagavan Tathagata Arhat, perfectly complete Buddha, protector Amitabha, I pay homage, make offerings, and take refuge. Page 36. Hri. In the pure land of great bliss is infinite illumination, the embodiment of compassion. I supplicate you with intense and heartfelt yearning. This body is a city of illusion, a fleeting water bubble, a filthy house of karma, afflictions, and confusion, in which is the disciple's luminous mind itself, the Dharmakaya. May it transfer into the presence of the Buddha Amitabha. By the force of the noble and supreme conquerors, compassionate blessings, and our faith, our mind streams blend non-dually in a mere instant. Grant blessings to take birth in Dewa Chen. Ah. Light rays of wisdom in the form of fire emerge from the hearts of all the mandala deities and purify all the aggregates, elements, sense bases, and samsaric phenomenon of the deceased into the space of primordial purity without reference point.
Nanze bombe bejen la shira ye ye me bardo zende nyamon ba ja zende ne jenga mon ba dang ne me ze mo me be me de ne ran jong ye ye me dan ze me do ba ze don la ze ja ze je gun sha zhe me ba ye zan je be me lan zhe jue jie ge ran zhong ye je de na ngo.
Page 38. Home. In the hearth of Dharmadhatu, the fire of wisdom awareness is lit upon the wood pile of self-grasping, burning away the afflictions and habitual tendencies of the one past. The fire that is without aspiration for arising or cessation, without abiding and without characteristics, this self-born wisdom fire has burned away the conceptual imagination of believing in a self. In truth, all objects to be burnt and those who burn them are primordially and effortlessly awakened. The self-born wisdom, the natural spontaneous Dharmakaya, appears here.
Arya Tara Samaya Manabalaya Arya Tara Denaba Dejanda Membawa Sudagaya Membawa Zubajaya Membawa Anurado Membawa Sarvazina Membayanda Sarva Karma Zame Sedan Jaya Guru Ha Bangavade Arya Tara Mame Manza Arya Tara Ba Mazamaya Zado Anenzola.
Return to the Arya Tara Sadhana on page 38 to recite the 7 verses of supplication to Tara for protection. Noble Goddess, Mother Tara, you dwell within the realm of the unborn Dharmadhatu Mother, you who bestow happiness on all sentient beings, please protect us from all fears. Unaware that they themselves are Dharmakaya, my mothers wander in samsara with minds controlled by afflictions. Mother Goddess, please protect us. If the Dharma does not truly take birth in our hearts, we will follow verbal conventions and become deceived by erroneous philosophies. Genuine Mother Goddess, please protect us. Having seen the nature of mind so difficult to realize, we do not habituate it but remain lost in negative activities. Mindful Mother Goddess, please protect us. Due to the habit of dualistic grasping at the mind that is self-arisen, non-dual wisdom, we are bound no matter what we do. Goddess of non-dual mind, please protect us. Although we have dwelt in the ultimate truth, we are unaware of the interdependence of cause and effect. Thus we are blind to the meaning of what is to be known. Omniscient Mother Goddess, please protect us. Even those of us who are disciples cannot see that everything is inseparable from the nature of unelaborated space. Mother of perfect awakening, please protect us.
Arya Tara Zambala Vara Gamba Dambu Pam De Pam Alogam Gandeve Nevede Benje, Shaje, Bemola de Pomba Gunle Donze, Ma, Doma, La Janza. Samaya Manabalaya Arya Tara Denoba Dejanda Membawa Sudagaya Membawa Zubajaya Membawa Anurado Membawa Sarvazeda Membaya Zava Karma Zame Zedaya Guru Ha Bangavade Arya Tara Mame Menza Arya Tara Bava Mazama Sado Arya Tara Samaya Manabalaya Arya Tara Denoba Dejanda Membawa Sudagaya Membawa Surbejayo member wa Anarado member wa Sarva Zede member yaza Sarva Karma Zazame Sedan Yeya Guru Wong Ha Wo Banga Wade Aya Dare Mame Bava Ma Zamaya Zado Wa Aya Dare Zamaya Mana Balaya Aya Dare Denova Dirana Do Memba Wa Sodogayo Memba Wa Subejayo Memba Wa Anarado Memba Wa Zava Zeda Mambaya Zava Karma Zazame Sadan Yeya Guru Wo Banga Vade Aya Dare Mamem Aya Dare Bawa Ma Zamaya Sado Manja Yonza Madadan Dale Mombe Wangene No Maganje Zanza Lai Ngajadamba Zaware Wandene Dena Lenjada Korwa Zeda Yone Jan Neme Zeda Wanjo Zon Jona Leba Zardo Zon.
Page 45.
Jan Zeze Mo Wanjadar Lamen Jebeng Jadar Lama Laye Jaya
Exalted, transcendent Lady of Triumph, Compassionate One, please remove the two veils of endless sentient beings and myself. Let us complete the two accumulations swiftly to reach complete awakening. Until that is achieved in all lifetimes, please remove and pacify at once all obstacles, evil forces, epidemics, and diseases, the various conditions leading to untimely death, bad dreams, ill omens, the 8 fears, and all harms, so that I may experience the highest joys of gods and humans and attain omniscience. Expanding and increasing the auspiciousness and perfect goodness of this world and beyond, let all goals without exception be accomplished effortlessly and spontaneously. May I be diligent in practice, and may the sacred Dharma thrive. Let me gaze at your exquisite face as I continuously practice you. Let me realize the truth of emptiness, and let precious bodhicitta blossom and expand like a waxing moon. When I am born from a divinely beautiful and sacred lotus in the victorious one's excellent and joyful mandala, may Amitabha, the Buddha of infinite light, directly reveal his prophecy, and may I strive to attain it. O Goddess, whom I have practiced throughout all my lives, Mother of the enlightened deeds of all the 3-time Buddhas, blue-green with 1 face and 2 arms, you are the swift subduer. May the auspiciousness of the Mother holding an upala be present. Mother of the victors, Tara, may I and others become just like you in form, retinue, lifespan, pure realm, and the excellent noble signs of perfection. By the force of praising and supplicating you, let disease, malevolent spirits, poverty, and quarreling be ceased, and let the Dharma and auspiciousness increase throughout the world and in all directions, wherever I and others dwell. Having discarded physical flaws, you possess the major and minor marks of a Buddha. Having discarded faults of speech, your voice is the melodic birdsong of a Kalavinka. Having discarded faults of the mind, you see all knowable things. O brilliant Mother of auspicious glory, may your auspiciousness be with us. Om, homage to she who protects from the 8 fears. Homage to she who blazes in auspicious glory. Homage to she who blocks the gate to the lower realms. Homage to she who guides on the path to the higher realms. You are my constant companion. I pray you will eternally protect me with compassion. O Mother of the three-time Buddhas, who loves all sentient beings as a mother loves her child, may I become free from the iron shackles of self-grasping, and may my activities that benefit beings equal yours. Now we will do Zambala, summoning good fortune in the rainfall of benefit and happiness text on page 63.
Grant me this lotus like your land of Vidyadhara's deathless life. Even his names are gone, your lotus born grant you blessing, sky-faring rainbow body. In manifest joy land of perfect bliss for confused and days. Vajrasattva grant blessings, mirror like crystals, deep glory down land of perfect splendor. Names for confused by daughter, Zeus, Sambala bestow equanimity with them in their watching pure land of great happiness. Even names for confused desire, God Amitaba blessing, grant discerning wisdom. In fulfilled activity, land of perfect Buddha, means there's no words for jealousy. Advocacy deeds, the women down on sphere. Endowed with five perfections, ignorance does not exist. Vairocana grandam, tattoo is the seed. Grant vital essences of the five great mothers in life. Even a bit not so good was your dog. These grant emptiness mystery. Fortune of your father, troubles of Fendo. Now where your legions dwell. Grant our winning in one life, fortune of Mahado. Dry the sphere of self-display. Wealthy damsels wrath grants to be Mikado. Parsi fulfilling names. In 24 sacred sites gathered in fixed guidance. Serves grind rapidly great powers. Fortune of secret drawing the Makayas expands, dwell where leaves lords and kings. Contemplated acting, Christus stages machade, Devoting Turkus sphere, Dwell Mahakala, Chord God subjugating sea, the fortune of enlightened acts. Om Shiva Vaishyavana Bardo was God Zambala, what's guiding for all things. Master of life merit, well food and fortune with your cord, don't waver from your heart pledge. Think of us compassionate, leaving all the love, checking fortune of Garchen, fortune of resources, and with refuge Garchen life, store the fortune of fertile sheep. Ain't no further rose for Jesus Pesca, John was your foreboding curse. This you carry, Lord, all this good fortune be. Here fortune you find love is seen. Highly pressed golden seal, there for the stone and Essex, great precious gems and ornaments, food and drink of Bardo, carving and good for, Lamas fortune forever. God's good spirits with me, dwelling on His vision. Lord, see what's God and humans wealth. Bring them in as good for Chelu purpose body for Zambala leader. Afflictions fortunate, well drumming is your journey. Devious my strength and Mary. All for one's right hand, Jesus, your giant kings are reaching force. Projections for children, well the army of kingdom, saw the courage of Buka. As good fortune, fortune on the endless sky, fortune of the state of grounds. Radiance when there reaches, strength armor weapons, miracle powers. Manso Zambala, your Bardo, your best, your Zizan Obama, your rest and Baza, your don't get Lies is great fortune of melodious grace. Guidance, row fortune of our students, line come like dancing star garlands. She's Vajradadi, big life fortune pacify disease, demons, hindrances. Southern Bardo, resources, food and wealth, expand life, merit reaches. Western Lotus Dakini Saman Bautu Temo the Samsara Nirvana Northern Nakshindaki Be therefore enlightened As annihilating receiver Was God with you ready You being all the words for Jedi auspicious objects You unfortunate objects He always remained on this place Amen this fortune steadfast Potent as like substance Says and not displaced potent Words which remain for ancient Grant eternal life, the grantless Jesus, the grant wealth and merit, proceeded, let them be accomplished spontaneously, salva sidi alalahu.
Ahom, three Kayas, Lama, deities of longevity, Dakinis of Uddiyana, and assembly of wealth gods, please bestow the four empowerments upon me and other fortunate disciples. Being bestowed with the supreme form empowerment upon my body, may I attain the indestructible Vajra body. Being bestowed with the supreme speech empowerment upon my speech, may I attain the power of Brahma's 60 melodies. Being bestowed with the supreme mind empowerment upon my mind, may I obtain power over the unborn simplicity. May I obtain the essence Kaya empowerment, the ultimate empowerment that is the spontaneous presence of the three Kayas. May I obtain the empowerment to the Guru's three Kayas, which causes the three poisons to manifest as the three Kayas. May I obtain the empowerment to the long life deities of the five families, which causes the five poisons to manifest as the five aspects of primordial wisdom. May I obtain the empowerment to the Dakinis of Uddiyana, by which the body of deathless primordial wisdom is obtained. May I obtain the empowerment of white Zambala Yam-yum, which effortlessly and spontaneously accomplishes ordinary and sublime cities. May I obtain the empowerment of wealth gods and treasure lords, which perfects the abundance of food, wealth, and riches. May I obtain the empowerment of Mahamudra, which liberates from samsara's pain. May I obtain the empowerment of self-knowing Dharmakaya, which is the primordial purity of the delusional perceptions of unawareness. May I obtain the empowerment of the great completion, which is the primordial purity of all phenomenon of samsara and nirvana. May I obtain the empowerment of the great middle way, which naturally liberates the four extremes of eternalism and nihilism. May I obtain the empowerment to the perfection of wisdom, which is inexpressible, being beyond words and thoughts. May I obtain the empowerment of total openness, free from fixation, which naturally liberates dualistic propensities. May I obtain the empowerment of immortal life, which is the unchanging expanse of awareness. May I obtain the empowerment of awakening within one lifetime, which is the endless accumulation of merit. Om Hri, the Guru who is the three Kayas, deities of longevity, Dakinis of Uddiyana, and assembly of wealth gods, my own body, speech, and mind, this life, all solid and substantial matter, all these dissolve like clouds dissolving in the sky or water pouring into water without reference point into the all-pervasive open space of Ah. within a state of non-distraction, rest at ease. In the unborn basic space of phenomenon, let go of everything. In a state of simplicity, remain free and open. Seal with steadfastness. Samaya, seal, seal, seal. Hom Hri, by this virtue of timelessness beyond the three times, may all beings be relieved from the suffering of poverty, hunger, and thirst, and may all wishes and enjoyments be fulfilled. At last, may they swiftly attain the most excellent state of the Master Padmasambhava and Amitabha in the Buddha field, great bliss, and reach the ground of no return. Page 98, World Peace Prayer. To the unfailing sources of refuge, the three jewels and three roots, and especially Chenrezig, the protector of the land of snows, to noble Tara and Guru Padmasambhava, I pray, please remember your sacred pledge of former times. Please grant blessings that this aspiration be entirely fulfilled. In this dark age of decline, the thoughts and actions of beings are corrupted, and the balance of the outer and inner elements is lost. Through these causes and conditions, humans and animals alike are seized by epidemics and diseases unknown in the past. They are struck by planetary demons, nagas, evil spirits, dark forces, and elemental spirits. Crops are damaged by blight, frost, and hail, and there is fighting and dispute. Untimely rains, heat waves, and droughts in the world, fear of earthquakes, fire, adversaries, and natural catastrophes, and in particular evil hordes that hurt the teachings and so forth, cause harm and violence throughout the world. May these be swiftly pacified and vanquished from their very roots. In the minds of all beings, human and non-human, may precious and supreme bodhicitta arise naturally, and free of harmful thoughts and actions, may the minds of all be filled with love for one another. May the entire world enjoy abundant happiness and wealth. May the Buddha's teachings spread far and endure long by the truthful power of the three roots, the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, by whatever virtuous roots there are in samsara and nirvana, and by the power of our highest pure intention, may this aspiration be fulfilled. Okay, so now we'll go to the blue prayer book to do the dedication prayer of Kundin Sampo on page 40. Ho, everything, appearance and existence, samsara and nirvana, has a single ground, yet two paths and two fruitions, and magically displays as awareness or unawareness. Through Kundin Sampo's prayer, may all beings become Buddhas, completely perfected in the abode of the Dharmadhatu. The ground of all is uncompounded, and the self-arising great expanse beyond expression has neither the name samsara nor nirvana. Realizing just this, you are a Buddha. Not realizing this, you are a being wandering in samsara. I pray that all you beings of the three realms may realize the true meaning of the inexpressible ground. I, Kundin Sampo, have realized the truth of this ground, free from cause and condition, which is just this self-arising awareness. It is unstained by outer expression and inner thought, affirmation, or denial, and is not defiled by the darkness of unmindfulness. Thus, this self-manifesting display is free from defects. I Kundin Zambo abide as intrinsic awareness. Even though the 3 realms were to be destroyed, there is no fear. There is no attachment to the 5 desirable qualities of sense objects. In self-arising consciousness, free of thoughts, there is neither solid form nor the 5 poisons. In the unceasing clarity of awareness, singular in essence, there yet arises the display of the 5 wisdoms. From the ripening of these 5 wisdoms, the 5 original Buddha family emerge, and through the expanse of their wisdom, the 42 peaceful Buddhas appear. Through the arising power of the 5 wisdoms, the 60 wrathful Harukas manifest. Thus, the ground awareness is never mistaken or wrong. I Kundin Zambo am the original Buddha of all, and through this prayer of mine, may all you beings who wander in the 3 realms of samsara realize this self-arising awareness, and may your great wisdom spontaneously increase. My emanations will continuously manifest in billions of unimaginable ways, appearing in forms to help you beings who can be trained. Through my compassionate prayer, may all you beings who wander in the 3 realms of samsara escape from the 6 life forms. From the beginning, you beings are deluded because you do not recognize the awareness of the ground. Being thus unmindful of what occurs is delusion, the very state of unawareness and the cause of going astray. From this delusive state comes a sudden fainting away, and then a subtle consciousness of wavering fear. From that wavering, there arises a separation of self and the perception of others as enemies. Gradually, the tendency of separation strengthens, and from this, the circle of samsara begins. Then the emotions of the 5 poisons develop. The actions of these emotions are endless. You beings lack awareness because you are unmindful, and this is the basis of your going astray. Through my prayer, may all you beings recognize your intrinsic awareness. Innate unawareness means unmindfulness and distraction. Imputing unawareness means dualistic thoughts towards self and others. Both kinds of unawareness are the basis for the delusion of all beings. Through Kundin Zambo's prayer, may all you beings wandering in samsara clear away the dark fog of unmindfulness, clear away the clinging thoughts of duality. May you recognize your own intrinsic awareness. Dualistic thoughts create doubt. From subtle attachment to this dualistic turn of mind, dualistic tendencies become stronger and thicker. Food, wealth, clothes, home, and friends, the 5 objects of the senses and your beloved family, all these things cause torment by creating longing and desire. These are all worldly delusions. The activities of grasping and clinging are endless. When the fruition of attachment ripens, you are born as a hungry ghost, tormented by coveting and desiring, miserable, starving, and thirsty. Through Kundin Zambo's prayer, may all you desirous and lustful beings who have attachments neither reject longing desires nor accept attachment to desires. Let your consciousness relax in its own natural state. Then your awareness will be able to hold its own. May you achieve the wisdom of perfect discernment. When external objects appear, the subtle consciousness of fear will arise. From this fear, the habit of anger becomes stronger and stronger. Finally, hostility comes, causing violence and murder. When the fruition of this anger ripens, you will suffer in hell by boiling and burning. Through Kundin Zambo's prayer, you beings of the 6 realms, when strong anger arises for you, neither reject nor accept it. Instead, relax in the natural state and achieve the wisdom of clarity. When your mind becomes full of pride, there will arise thoughts of competition and humiliation. As this pride becomes stronger and stronger, you will experience the suffering of quarrels and abuse. When the fruition of this karma ripens, you will be born in the God realms and experience the suffering of change and falling to lower rebirths. Through Kundin Zambo's prayer, may you beings who develop pride let your consciousness relax in the natural state. Then your awareness will be able to hold its own. May you achieve the wisdom of equanimity. By increasing the habit of duality, by praising yourself and denigrating others, your competitive mind will lead you to jealousy and fighting, and you will be born in the jealous God realm, where there is much killing and injury. From the result of that killing, you will fall into the hell realm. Through Kundin Zambo's prayer, when jealousy and competitive thoughts arise, do not grasp them as enemies. Just relax and ease, then consciousness can hold its own natural state. May you achieve the wisdom of unobstructed action. By being distracted, careless, and unmindful, you beings will become dull, foggy, and forgetful. By being unconscious and lazy, you will increase your ignorance, and the fruition of this ignorance will be to wander helplessly in the animal realm. Through Kudin Zampo's prayer, may you beings who have fallen into the dark pit of ignorance shine the light of mindfulness and thereby achieve wisdom free from thought. All you beings of the three realms are actually identical to Buddhas, the ground of all, but your misunderstanding of the ground causes you to go astray, so you act without aim. The 6 karmic actions are a delusion like a dream. I am the primordial Buddha, here to train the 6 kinds of being through all my manifestations. Through Kudin Zampo's prayer, may all you beings, without exception, attain enlightenment in the state of Dharmadhatu. Ah-ho! Hereafter, whenever a very powerful yogin with his or her awareness radiant and free from delusion recites this very powerful prayer, then all who hear it will achieve enlightenment within 3 lifetimes. During a solar or lunar eclipse, during an earthquake, or when the earth rumbles, at the solstices or the new year, you should visualize Kudin Zampo, and if you pray loudly so all can hear, the beings of the 3 realms will be gradually liberated from suffering through the prayer of the yogin and will finally achieve enlightenment. Now we'll go to the yellow prayer book to do the long life prayers on page 20. For this realm, encircled by snow-covered mountains, you are the source of all benefit and happiness without exception. Tenzin Gyatso, Lord Chenrezig, may your life remain steadfast until the end of samsara. Embodiment of the 3 jewels, great being who upholds and increases the teachings of the Shakya lion, you perfectly guide others with your excellent deeds. May you, the precious Guru who accomplishes everything spontaneously, live long. Holder of the teachings of Lord Drigumpa, great sovereign of the 3 jewels, through the power of your peerless compassion and the holy Dharma's peaceful light, you bring relief to beings. May your life be long. Known in the noble land as Arya Deva, you emanated into the Gar clan of eastern Tibet as Chudingpa, the heart son of Jingding Gompo. May the life of the glorious Garchen remain steadfast for 100 eons. Page 26. May the teaching of the great Drigumpa Ratna Shri, Master of Interdependence, Omniscient Lord of Dharma, who has seen all knowable things, be upheld through teachings and practice, through hearing, reflecting, and meditating until the end of existence. Your 1,000 arms are the 1,000 wheel-turning kings. Your 1,000 eyes are the 1,000 Buddhas of this fortunate eon. Your love is boundless like space. I supplicate the Bodhisattva Chenrezig.
So thank you, Tashidele, everybody who are joining on the live streaming and who are here in person. Actually, here in the rainfall of benefit and happiness, this text it says, "May I obtain the empowerment of awakening with one lifetime, which is the endless accumulation of merit." So actually, sometimes in past year or the Dharma lost. Even Dharma's name did not exist, but then again it flourished everywhere. So that is, as this text says, that may I obtain the empowerment of awakening with one lifetime, which is the endless accumulation of merit. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone, for joining. And please join us this afternoon for Khenpo Tenzin's teaching on the essence of Mahayana, 1:30 to 3, and Dharma discussion group 3 to 4. Everyone be well. Take care.